we're in a really big moment of transformation.
History doesn't come to an end. It's about realizing promise and then moving to the next stage, about trying to figure out what the next challenge is. My dad came to the United States in the 1930s from Cuba. He was undocumented, and when World War II came, he was given a choice between joining the U.S. Army or being deported. He literally couldn't figure out what to do, so he gave a penny to my cousin Carlitos, who flipped it. That's how that decision was made. I was born in New York. We moved to California when I was 6 months old. My dad had a 6th grade education, dropped out to go work, and my mom dropped out in 10th grade also to go work. So me going to college was definitely a first for the family.
I have today ordered to Vietnam the Air Mobile Division.
I grew up at the tail end of the 1960s. This is a time in which there was challenges around whether or not the promise of America would be realized for all communities. And so a combination of the family history and growing up in that very vital time made me deeply concerned around issues of social justice, income inequality, and in particular, the social movements that make change possible. You can think about my dad and you can say, gosh, a generation later, his son is a full professor with an endowed chair at one of the most prestigious universities in the country. Gentrification, for all of the talk of housing and of policy, of income, is actually fundamentally about an imbalance of power. People like me came through when there weren't that many role models. I remember a young woman, Latina, who said there was something I said in a class that empowered her to get through college. And it simply was, you belong here. Being a professor, it's about teaching, it's about research, and it's about service. Collaboration is principled conflict. It's bringing together people. I run 2 research centers, Center for the Study of Immigrant Integration, and then the Program for Environmental and Regional Equity. I want to make sure that the work that we do stands up. High quality academic research, relevant to public policy concerns, with a reach to affected publics, and often helping to be part of the voice of those affected. This place used to be called South Central. The renaming of it is South LA. Community inspires me. I'm a big fan of public transit. You get a different slice of Los Angeles. It's that cacophony of the city, that there's a certain beauty and creativity that takes place. To be a frontline scholar, you have to be on the front lines with someone else. You only get there with a team, usually an army. I think about doing our social justice research in collaboration with the social movement organizations. You can actually maybe change policy in a way that could benefit these communities.
If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything we've been working on for years, will we capture it or will we let it slip?
And I want to be part of making that change.